Hi, I'm Tom from JFJ Wood Flooring. In this video, we're taking a closer look at our 20mm thick Serenity Engineered Wood Flooring range. A high-spec 20mm thick range that combines quality with a wide choice of finishes and styles. I'm going to run through some of its key features and options in the hope that by the end of this video, you'll have a clearer understanding of whether the Serenity range includes a floorboard that's the right fit for your home and project. So if we start by looking at the structure of the Serenity range, we can see that this is one of our thicker ranges, coming in at 20mm thick overall. This is made up of a 4mm single strip solid hardwood top layer known as the wear layer. A 4mm wear layer is generally considered more than adequate for domestic use. The idea behind a 20mm board with a 4mm wear layer is to keep the overall thickness and rigidity of the board higher, while saving on the thickness of the wear layer, thus saving some costs. If a thicker floorboard suits your project better, but you're looking to save money where you can, then a 20mm thick floorboard with a 4mm wear layer can be a great choice. We've recorded a whole other video on wear layers, which goes into a lot more detail on this, so check the link in the description below. Now, beneath the 4mm wear layer, we have a multi-laminate hardwood ply. This is basically different layers of hardwood stuck in opposite directions to one another, and that cross-layer construction gives the board a huge amount of stability and strength, far less prone to expansion and contraction, and it makes it suitable to be used over the top of underfloor heating systems. The boards have a bevel along their long edges, but not on their ends, which will help differentiate between the boards whilst maintaining that longer, free-flowing look. The entire Serenity range comes in board sizes of 190mm wide and 1.9 meters long. Like with most longer engineered wood boards on the market, the boxes will contain some shorter boards that will just help you naturally stagger those end joints, but the majority will be full length at 1.9 meters. So moving on to the timber, the grade and the finish. The Serenity is available in two different timbers, which are European oak and American black walnut. In walnut, we offer both a lacquered version and a UV oiled version, each supplied in a natural grade. American black walnut is a beautiful timber known for its rich, dark tones and distinctive caramel-coloured grain patterning. The choice between lacquered and UV oiled usually comes down to the look you prefer. Lacquer has a bit more of a sheen and luster, while UV oil gives more of a softer, matte appearance. In European oak, the Serenity range includes a much wider variety of choices, and we're going to take a closer look at those now. So firstly, there are two engineered oak boards within the Serenity range, which are AB grade. An AB grade means the oak will include fewer knots and natural features and provide a cleaner, more refined look. The other Serenity engineered oak flooring options are natural grade, which will include more knots and features. It's very much of a personal preference as to what grades of timber look best. We've always found natural grade, which includes more characteristics, to be a more popular choice. I'll now run through the different finishes that the Serenity boards are available in, and I'll specify where you have a choice between AB and natural grade. So starting with the most popular, we have the Serenity Unfinished. This is available in both AB grade and natural grade. The untreated boards do not require sanding, but they will require finishing on site. And now, like with any untreated board, this gives you complete flexibility as to what you apply, complete customization. You can therefore ensure the finish not only looks exactly as you want it to look, but also is suitable for the requirements the flooring is intended to be installed in. Next, we have the Serenity Natural Oiled, which is a traditional light oak finish, very low sheen levels, again, available in both AB and natural grade. The next three Serenity options are only available in natural grade. The Serenity Invisible Matte Lacquered is a great choice for those looking to keep the oak closer to its raw and unfinished look, avoiding what some people can describe as the warmer, sometimes orangey tones. This is a matte lacquer, so has a very low sheen level, and the oak is lightly brushed, which just gives the surface a very tactile texture and helps achieve that raw, untouched aesthetic. Next, we have the Serenity Brushed and Oiled. It's a great choice for those looking for a warmer, natural coloured oak, but still includes some texture to the surface. And finally, we have the Serenity UV Lacquered. As the name suggests, the Serenity UV Lacquered is pre-treated with a UV lacquer. Lacquer tends to have a bit more of a luster and a sheen than oils do, and it can be a good choice for those looking for a water-resistant, stain-resistant pre-treated board. So, a range like the Serenity, which includes numerous choices and can initially feel a bit overwhelming and daunting. So I've got some advice as to how to work your way through this range and through the process of elimination, narrow your choices. So the first decision, do you prefer walnut or do you prefer oak? If you prefer walnut, then you have two choices, the UV oiled and the lacquered. If on the other hand you prefer the oak, you'd move on to the next decision. Do you prefer the look of the cleaner AB grade boards, which include fewer knots and characteristics? And if so, you have those two AB grade choices. Or do you prefer a more natural look to the floor, which will include more knots and characteristics? And if so, you move on to the next decision. If you're at this point where you've decided that you want oak and you want a natural grade, you're left with 5 choices. And then the decision more comes down to which finish is going to work best, both aesthetically and practically for your property. We've made a separate video which covers in much more depth different wood flooring finishes, their features and their pros and cons. And finish is a really important factor to consider, as it will not only determine the look of the floor, but also its durability and its practicality for the environment it's intended to be installed in. If you're watching this on YouTube, we'll include a link to that video in the description below. I hope this video has helped you get a better understanding of our Serenity Engineered Wood Flooring range. It's always a bit of a challenge making these videos about a range like the Serenity because it's intentionally designed to offer lots of different options and everyone's project is different. Finding the right floor can take a bit of thought, and if by watching this video you've got more questions than answers, that's not necessarily a bad thing. So if you'd like to talk through your options or get some honest advice, please don't hesitate to get in touch. We're a family business and we'd be happy to help. Thanks for watching.